what is currently available in the market right now for you to use. Now, there are a few, and they all make sense for different people and different skill levels, so let's run through them. Firstly, you can buy a ready-made AI bot. These are maybe some of the bots you've seen advertised on some platforms or built into an exchange with pre-configured parameters. These aren't necessarily bad. In fact, they don't require any effort, so that is a good thing from a setup and time perspective, but ultimately you don't have your own edge because it's a black box. You don't know exactly how they're trained, and even if their algorithm is public, you have no ability to influence that algorithm. So you're at the behest of the platform that you are using. Good option for people just trying to dip their toes in the water and maybe use a trading bot on an exchange, but maybe not so good for people that want proper customization, which I do believe is very important because the way that you run your portfolio or your trading is going to be different from how I run my portfolio or my trading. So we need our bots to reflect the very unique differences in both of our goals. And the only way to do that is through customization, which brings me on to point 2. You can use a no-code platform. So this is a platform that gives you some customization, but isn't a full black box. So you've got Composer for stocks. You've even got Robinhood now who launched their agents. You don't have full control and they don't make it open source for you to necessarily connect an API and do things yourself on their exchange. Maybe they'll add it in the future, but for now, you're limited to the options that they're giving you. These are definitely better than the previous option, but I do feel like you're going to hit your ceiling fast and it's going to limit your ability to progress over time. But I'm definitely still experimenting with some of these. And I think for some traders, it makes sense, like setting up a grid bot, setting up DCA bots, setting up basic portfolio management based on preset parameters. It makes sense for some people, but for people that want a fully autonomous strategy, you're going to cap out with these types of systems. And thirdly, this is something that previously used to take months to do, but now you can do relatively quickly. You can build your own trading bot where you actually own the memory system, own the data, and own the configurability. It's actually pretty wild to think that you can now have like an AI quant in your pocket, essentially, that can trade on your behalf 24/7 when, previously this stuff was only reserved for the elite. And that's what these new frontier models like Claude and GPT have now unlocked. And many exchanges and brokerages have actually embraced this because they understand users are using these products. So we're actually going to create MCPs, which are the bridges between Claude and the exchange to enable you to automate your trading. And this has only really happened in the last couple of months. Like I've been using trading bots for 3 years, but it was only really this year that you could fully customize a bot. So you're actually really early to this. If you're watching the video right now, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm going to keep updating you as things evolve, because I think in the next couple of years, things are just going to get better and better and better.